Your name is Larry Laffer. You've arrived in beautiful Lost Wages without luck. You exited a feeling not wholly unfamiliar to you. After your cab ride, you may be low on funds, but you've got the looks, the lines, and the leisure suit. You're in town to find true love. And if you happen to get lucky along the way, that's okay. After all, you're nearly 40.
And still still untouched by human hands. Look out, ladies. I'm finding love tonight.
The Lost Wages skyline is really something to behold.
They say if you watch carefully on a dark night, you can see gamblers jumping out of windows and burning up in the atmosphere.
The Lost Wages skyline is really something to behold.
They say if you watch carefully on a dark...
You peer inside the storm drain. There's nothing inside it worth fishing out. Lost Wages has been painting their garbage cans green to make them look like bushes.
Wow! It looks like a big martini. That's wicked cool.
This sign identifies the bar as Lefties, where people drink liberally. There's a fence running along the back of Lefties. In fact, there are fences running in and out of Lefties all the time. The street continues on in both directions, but you don't see any amusing destinations within walking distance. You can't see what's going on in this room, but you bet it's disgusting, perverted, and fun.
Damn it!
You're alone down here, while somebody up there is probably having fun. But true love is undoubtedly just around the corner. Or so you've been telling yourself every 5 minutes for the last 30 years. Lefty's door is stout and thick, just like you. A sense of foreboding washes over your heart when your eyes slowly examine this dark alley that seems to be just outside every public area in Lost Wages.
Ow! No! Oh! 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 Ow! No! Oh! 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 Ow! No! Oh! Oh! Oh!
Larry, didn't your...
He's alive! Alive! Ow! No! Oh! 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 Ow! No! Oh!
Larry, didn't your mother ever warn you about going into dark alleys? There's a fence running along the back of left. In fact, there are fences running in. Like most inanimate objects and many animate ones, it refuses to converse with you. You shout to the window, but nobody answers. Maybe they're busy.
Open sesame!
Nothing happens. Maybe you're thinking of that other game, Leisure Suit Larry and the Demon of Agrabah. Like most you befoul the door.
I couldn't help it. I have overeager bladder.
Get your mind and your thing out of the gutter. That would make a satisfying zapping sound, wouldn't it? Lefty's door. First rule of socializing, Larry. Look at the person you're trying to engage with, particularly when they helped pay for you to be here. Be polite, Larry. Look at the man first. He's one of Lost Wages' finest benefactors.
You must be tired. You've been running through my mind all day.
I know, but you keep following me anyway.
Sorry if this sounds a little squirrely, baby, but I'd like to store you in my cheek pouches for a snowy day.
Really? I'd like to crack your skull like a nut and bury your brains in the park.
Alrighty then.
The whip-it-out suddenly approach has never worked for you, Larry. Not in any of the 40 or 50 times you tried it. You inhale her scent.
I'm sorry to just blurt this out, but you smell absolutely incredible. It's as if your inner light is so serene and pure that your aura has its own sweet and almost hypnotic aroma.
I had tapioca for lunch.
Have a seat at the bar first. What do you think this is? Some dive even cruddier than this? These video slot machines make it all too easy. At least when you had to pull a big handle, you got to work for your losses. One of Lefty's conquests?
Something must be behind that door.
Nothing escapes your keen powers of deduction. You take a seat on an available bar stool.
Hello?
What'll it be? I ain't selling no sissy drinks here. Try again.
Hello?
What'll it be?
I'll have a glass of your fine well whiskey.
That'll be $5, please.
You flip $5 onto the counter. You don't drink the whiskey, but instead decide to carry it with you wherever you go, precariously balanced in an open shot glass. You pick up Lefty's. You rap loudly on the Naugahyde door.
Yeah? What's the password?
Swordfish?
Damn fool, have some originality.
Swordfish?
Damn fool, have some originality.
Have a seat at the bar.
Hello?
What'll it be?
I'll have a glass of your fine well whiskey.
That'll be $5, please.
You flip. Since you can only balance one open glass of whiskey at a time, you toss this one down immediately. Suddenly, you feel a little woozy. Please don't leave. You feel a little lightheaded. You're unsure if you'll be able to walk straight. shaking your head, you finally clear away the cobwebs and are once again able to walk in your standard Studley style. Manners, manners. Look at someone first, then annoy him. This here's a respectable lefty-supporting gentleman. Manners, manners. Look at someone first, then... It's better... This international bon vivant, Francois de Quitte, is one of Lefty's big investors. And being from Europe, he's extremely cool.
Wow, you're cool.
I know, right? It's almost too cool how cool I am, n'est-ce pas?
Ooh, and you speak Klingon, too.
No, I don't think so.
I resent your chiseled features, your height, and your easygoing, laid-back demeanor. Can I have your life?
No, I have too much cool to fit into that little body.
The gentleman filling his face is Tom King, a regular at Lefty's and the kind of guy you love to have with you at the movies, so you don't have to talk to him for 2 hours.
Looking at me? Can't blame you, actually. I got that handsome, roguish look. It's a curse. But hey, you know what I mean, right?
Of course I do.
Yeah, I'm sure you know lots of handsome guys in my situation.
He looks like someone from your distant past, but you just can't put your finger on him.
Good thing, too.
What's a hot babe like that doing in a miserable, smelly, broken-down joint like this?
Hey, Bub, just keep that kind of narration to yourself.
The one with the bottomless gut is Michael Hirschman. He's been coming to Lefty's for years, bending the elbow and running up a classically huge bar tab. He just paid it back, which is partly the reason Lefty's is open tonight.
Yeah? What's up?
I was just looking for women.
Well, you're looking in the wrong place. It's pretty much a sausage fest here. I mean, I'm pretty, but not that pretty, if you know what I mean.
No.
Something must be behind...
Nothing is... You are in a dimly lit hallway. The peeling wallpaper gives the roaches something to watch. Clutter fills the room, and a filthy drunk wearing filthy clothes sits on the filthy floor, leaning his filthy back against the filthy wall. This fan is old, broken, and pathetic. This game better not take...
Hey, don't touch your merchandise. I'm not your cabin boy anymore.
He must have an interesting past. You try to pull... The op-art design... Oh, wait a... You reel back at the putrid... It's got that new formaldehyde. You stick your... They taste... There's no Better not take it. It's a beer sign, playing off the Bush beer slogan. You grab an ancient copy of Flutter, the magazine of nude skydiving, and settle in to sit and think. You feel a great relief. What's that aroma? You give yourself...
Got my wallet? Come and get me, ladies!
It's you, Larry.
Echo! Awesome!
You look close.
In this light, I can really...
Piles of magazines sit on the floor. Carefully finishing your duties, you wipe and... This door is permanently nailed shut. This door, it's totally out of reach. You try to pull...
Hey, dork, you got toilet paper stuck to your shoe. Ha ha ha.
How's it hanging?
By the angle of the dangle and the heat of the meat. Ha ha ha.
Class?
It's better to... You slip a buck into the jukebox and search for a suitably sleazy selection. You slip a buck into the jukebox and search for a suitably sleazy selection. You slip a buck into the jukebox and search for a suitably sleazy selection. You slip a buck into the jukebox and search for a suitably sleazy selection. You slip a buck into the jukebox and search for a suitably sleazy selection. Nothing happened. It feels oddly generic. Nothing happened. You check for a safe behind the painting. You pick up lefties. The dart simulation. You pick up lefty. You pick up lefty. You rap loudly on the Naugahyde door.
Yeah? What's the password?
Studies have failed to show.
Swordfish?
Damn fool, have some...
It's better to remain silent. That's either a moose or the world's biggest mutant jack. This sleazy bard, fortunate.
I bet that horseshoe's up there for luck.
Yeah.
You slip a buck into the jukebox and search for a suitably sleazy selection.
Blah, 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 blah. A lot of guys just leave her hanging in a tree somewhere.
So, what was the setup to that punchline?
Any advice for a visitor to the area?
Sure, pal. Always be GGG.
GGG?
Gambling, groping, and goosing. Ha, ha, ha.
You're a charmer. Echo!
The sound bounces.
Awesome! Hello?
What'll it be?
Give me a mug of beer.
That'll be $5, please.
You flip $5 onto the counter. You down the beer in your pseudo-macho style and slam the mug back on the bar. Suddenly, you feel a little woozy.
Blah. And now he looks like Dennis
So, what was the setup to that punch? You feel a little lightheaded. You're unsure if you'll be able to walk straight. Shaking your head, you finally...
We're really starting to make a connection, huh?
Ah, I wish it was long distance.
You give the babe a...
I'm sorry.
Radio girl perfume.
The whip-it-out suddenly approach has never... You don't have nearly enough in your bladder to fill up... You briefly...
Well, that...
You grab it, you feel it... What? You quickly check your fly by zipping it up and down a few times.
Zips up.
Your aim is you quick
Zips up.
carefully finishing your... Wanting to be humane to the drunk.
So tell me, how are you doing?
Ah, thanks for asking, but I'd be just... That hit the spot. You know, you must be my only friend in the whole world. So, I'm gonna give you my only possession, all I got in the world. Besides, what's a guy like me need with a coaster? I mean, what am I, high society? Yeah, baby.
You put it on the floor, then quickly yank it off. Then you pick up... See what we did there? You put the coaster back in your pocket. If you leave it there, it'll be... You put the coaster back in your... You put the coaster back in your... If you leave it there, it'll be stolen by Lefty's distinguished clientele. Please don't leave that with... Just leave the darts alone. The darts simulation plug-in was out of... She's kinda squishy, like she's been stuffed and mounted. You pick up Lefty. You pick up Lefties. You can't do anything with the beer sign other than admiring the... You pick up Lefty.
You've got a loose thread.
Hey, hands off. I mean, I love it when anyone touches me. But not you.
You run your finger up and down her knee.
Excuse me. Did I tell you you could touch me?
You said it with your eyes.
Next time, get confirmation from my mouth first. Okay, loser?
Ooh, so there'll be a next time?
You lightly rest your...
Do that again, and I'll snap your wrist like kindling and tie your scrotum around your neck.
You are so poetic.
You pick up left...
Your breath is Your breath is bad.
This door is permanently nailed shut. You'll just have to wait for a sequel to find out what's behind it. You try to pull...
Can you please breathe with your mouth closed?
You slip a buck into the jukebox and you slip a buck. You slip. You slip a... You You slip... You rap loudly on the Naugahyde door.
Yeah? What's the password?
That's clearly not a pass. It tastes like somebody's been... You clamber up the...
No thanks, but...
You quickly check your fly by zipping it...
Zips up.
You clamber up the door, stand on the knob, and insert yourself through the peephole.
No thanks, buddy. I don't like garlic knots.
You give yourself a quick...
Got my wallet. Come and get me, ladies.
You give yourself a...
Got my comment.
Keep your hands...
You pick up left...
Hello?
Are you sure? It'll cost you $90.
Hello?
What'll it be?
I really want to, Mr. Lefty, but I just don't have 90 bucks. Hello?
What'll it be?
I really want to, Mr.
It's better to remember...